Okay, so um, I just installed this. This is Bijan Habashi's 4-season pack version 5.07 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I took a few screenshots. I've had a few screenshots, as you can see uh, down here, of what my world looked like before I installed it. So we'll go to. I think I've only got a few meaningful ones. So this is Hawaii actually, and that this is near Arcata in Northern California. So we'll go to both of these two places. I should have really taken more screenshots, I know, but you know, this should give us something anyway. You know, so this is the screen. Both of these are, I guess, springtime. I took this last week, this one of Arcata, and I took this one just a few minutes ago. And so you can see the Microsoft Flight Simulator trees, which are quite good, right? I mean, these are really decent looking trees to me. Um, this is a 4K picture, and I'm showing it at 100% size, so it's not quite fitting in my screen because I've got all these borders and stuff. But this is a park that's near Honolulu Airport. Okay, so that's what it looked like there. And really, I don't know if you've got a 4K display, on your, well, I'm not broadcasting this in 4K. I may redo this review in 4K so you guys can get a good sense of it. You can see the trees extend out here to here. They're not, they don't go quite that far out here to these hills. Okay, so now let's take a look at the change. How can I do this to make it? I'll switch completely over and then I'll put this picture back. So that's what they look like now. So that's a pretty striking difference, if you ask me. This is Hawaii, okay? So let me go like this. So nothing else has changed. And so the things that jump out at me is there's more frequent palm trees, the colors are deeper and certainly more varied. Um, yeah. So, whenever I see something like this, I think to myself, which colors are more true? I suspect, at least in part, these are. This reminds me of a painting. So, yeah, there's palm trees here. This is shorter right here than these trees are. I think these are more varied group of trees. Um, these look like the same trees I see all over the place, whereas this is obviously tropical. Okay, so let's go up a little bit. I should have taken more pictures, obviously, but I mean, you guys see trees every day. Some of you have been to the tropics. This will be a good test too, because when you get up high, you know, does it still look real? I think that looks really good. Like I said, I may redo this. I may delete this and redo it in 4K. It's not bad. I went over here earlier, so I'm going to go over there. And then I'm going to load up Arcata. So let's go over here. Got my settings pretty high right now. I'm in Hawaii, so you know I can kind of do that. Let's go. Yeah, here we go. And right now, in all actuality, it is about, I want to say 7 a.m. in Hawaii. So yeah, you get that morning, the clouds start to build in the morning. At least when I was there, the one time I was there, they did. So yeah, there's, you know, you can see the side of the mountain. You know, I honestly think that they do look better. I think they do. What I think is, uh, you know, where it really comes out is when you're flying along and you look down and something just catches your eye, if you know what I mean. Um, and you go, wow, look at that. This here does that kinda to me. But if you get it, um, I think he's worked his heart out on this, trying to really make this a good product, and I think he's working hard at it. I don't think it's a perfect product. There are some things about it that I think either Microsoft will fix, or he will continue to evolve the product. Right now, to change the seasons, you have to change the folders. So these are the summertime folders. He's also got springtime and fall, and believe it or not, Hawaii has seasons. Um, but you have to change it out. So if it's fall, then you swap the folders, and then all the colors are fall colors, and then you swap them in winter and you swap them in spring. You keep doing that. So that's the way it works right now. Obviously, I think what we'd all like to see is where they gradually change, where the fall colors start way up north and then keep moving further and further south. And flowers. And he's, I mentioned it out on the forum that uh, someone showed a screenshot of Washington D.C. with the cherry blossoms, which are, which is great. It's great to see those. But those cherry blossoms only last for a few weeks, and then they're gone. So it would be uh, good if there were those subtle changes too, rather than seeing cherry blossoms all spring long. Wouldn't it be nice if they changed at a different rate? That sort of a thing. In the fall, you might see more yellows from things like ragweed and stuff like that early before the leaves start changing. You know, uh, and like I said, yeah, I think Microsoft will almost certainly make, when they do come out with seasons, they'll probably make them do that. Nothing's stopping him from doing it though. He's had this product for a while. We're on version 5.07, and he's stuck with it. And like I said, to me, he's done. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for something a little bit more varied. Because when I look at all those Microsoft trees, not to say that they're bad trees at all, they're good trees. They're much better than anything I've seen before in any other sim. Um, I just wanted to know, would this product make my sim look that much better? And the reviews on this are high, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Let's go over there. Some of this may be um, you know, the Microsoft's bitmaps. This looks pretty close, not bad. That is a little weird. but that could be the Microsoft bitmap more than anything. And I kind of suspect so, but you know, you got to live with the bitmaps you got, right? And besides, you know, look at the way these stretch out, you know. Someday we're going to have a great Hawaii. And it's not bad now. Don't get me wrong, but you can often tell when Microsoft, well, actually, if you look at this, you can tell when Microsoft fakes bitmap. This is one of those situations. See that road? It's a gray road painted on. You know, this and this is fake. In fact, this whole valley looks like it's fake. They have to do that sometimes because the bitmap imagery that they get from Bing is just not very good. Now that's not. See the roads? So yeah. And I don't blame them for that one bit. You know, they gotta do what they gotta do. I turned the labels on today because I wanted to see how live traffic is. You see that road? That is an original. That is a bitmap road. That's not fake. So yeah, I turned the labels on because I wanted to see how accurate their traffic was, and I think it's delayed about 5-7 minutes. It's accurate, but it's delayed about 5-7 minutes. So let's bring up Arcata. And this is summertime. I may do, like I said, I may redo this in 4K. And I really don't know how to edit videos, so you know, we'll just have to see how that goes. Is Arcata K-A... Arcata... Yeah. Let's go there. There should be a lot of pine trees in this area. This is Northern California. And again, it's summertime, so that's... If there's demand, I'll do I'll do something with seasons. Let me get this out of the way. If people want to see it. Alright, so this is Arcata. So first off, well, they're good looking trees right there, that's for sure. You know, I mean, the reason I say that is because sometimes people that make products overdo it, right? They overemphasize their product. And that is you know, it's tough. They look good. The way the sun is hitting these trees right here, it really looks good. Let me get rid of these clouds. What is that doing? First. Let's do a few clouds. Okay. Take care of that. And what is that doing? Well, that may be hitting my frame rate. I didn't notice any difference in frame rates with this product, by the way, also. I don't think I've seen anything. I've really cranked up my settings to show this. Those look really good. I'll see if I can. Yeah, this is about the area that I was looking at before. And I was looking. I actually switched spring, summer, fall. The trees stay the same in FS 2020. Those are good looking trees. You know, and the clouds give you the shadows that you probably want to see. Let me bring up the Microsoft version. Okay. Come on. So yeah, that's the Microsoft version right there. 65%. Let's go up to 100%. There we go. So that's the Microsoft version of trees. They look kind of piney. There is some variation of color. I doubt he fixes this coverage issue right here. This is a beautiful area to fly into, and especially in the evening. You know, now I'm gonna have to do it again because I want to see what the flight looks like. But I've flown quite a few times. The ILS approach into Arcata. These are all bed and breakfasts up and down this area. Beautiful place to fly into. Interesting approach. And it's right there on the coast, as you can see. So let's compare that. So that's a change. Let's see if I can make the view similar. Oh, come on. Wow, that looks good. I think I'm further up the coast. Let's go over here. I used to come up to this area and prepared and do the approach. So the approach is pretty much the same under all of them. But the coastline is vastly improved in just about every scenery since then. Yeah, you can see these big blank areas. Let's bring it over again. Come on. So there's that. And not too much, you know, so there's a big difference. You know, these are much darker all over. Though when I compare this to this, that's pretty decent. Maybe it's a time of day thing. Let's change the time of day. So get a good look at that. I'm going to move that out of the way. And I'll keep that on my other screen. Let's go here and watch the flashing thing. Let's change the time of day. Well, they match. You know, and honestly speaking, again, it isn't what they used to look like. It's more about what it looks like now. Bring this back over. It's, you know, in some ways it's a preference thing. Nothing wrong with these trees. So I'm seeing these things for the first time as well. And this is, I'm not sure I can I don't think I can slow it down. But that's what they would look like if you were flying over them. They don't flicker. They don't jump out or anything like that and make, say, look at me, I'm a third-party tree or anything like that. They just look like trees. So yeah, that's just, figured I would just share that while my first impression. Is there any other place I'd like to go? Yeah, there is. Let's go take a look at Princess Juliana. Don't ask me what that thing is doing. Probably more people fly into Princess Juliana than fly into Hawaii. In this sim, I mean. Let's see. I do a lot of flying in tropical areas, so so my interest in tropical areas is high. Trying to think of what deciduous area we could go to. Well, okay, so we'll block the runway for a while. All that live traffic will have to do go-arounds. Okay, so there's a VFR map. Maybe it'll stop. It did stop. Okay, so the presence of palm trees. If you don't have the third-party software, most of the palm trees don't actually look like palm trees from the default. They look, if you don't look at them, they look like palm trees. But as soon as you look at it, it's this tall sort of tree that has a tree kind of shape to it. So here I immediately see palm trees here, 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 maybe there. So that's probably, to me, the most important thing that stands out. Again, they blend really well. There's variations of colors. And again, there's fake areas, like right here, that's fake. This is the more real part over here. So yeah, you can see the variations in colors here. And it does look different than Hawaii to me. The colors look more varied than they did in Hawaii. Which I would think so, but probably. They're both tropical, but a different kind of tropical. See, these trees are verging on yellow, not quite. I don't think we really saw that in Hawaii, but it does have a different, a Caribbean look to it. I want to, what I want to do is go over here and take a look at what it would look like if we flew in. Which is something I'm going to do either today, later on today, or tomorrow, I think. I'm going to fly in here You can see those palm trees over there. They look good. They look really, really, really good. Turn around here. So, yeah, if you were flying in, yeah. I don't know. If you buy that third-party airport, it probably puts, hard-coated trees of its own in there because it covers this whole area. It's an airport I'm thinking about getting. Um, it covers all of that, I think. Certainly all these hotels. So it may, you guys, if you have that airport, you may already see that. Where it might be more interesting is that island over there, which also has a nice airport, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to be patient enough to keep pressing down this button all the way over there. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm sitting here, why not? This is a nice island. It's not one that I hear people talk about very much. It's a nice place. Is that a cargo ship? Oh, brother. Maersk. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you could probably. I don't know if you can't see this if you're not in 4K. That's just gorgeous. And there is an airport. I don't know where it is. Is that it? Tell me that's not it. I don't think that's it. Wow, wow, this beautiful island. When in doubt. Where's the blasted airport? I must be right over it or something. Maybe not. Maybe. I think that's it right there. Yeah, I think. Yep, that is. I want to go down right here. That looks good. That looks just really, really good. I think if you ask me what he's achieved is he's brought in the subtlety of trees. Uh, and okay, so let me think here. I'm gonna go to Savannah. Let's see. So let's continue. Savannah is largely deciduous. that's fine. Another consideration when getting these trees was, how hard is it to get rid of them? And it's easy. You have 4 folders in your a community folder. You just delete them, and it's gone. So it's not a difficult thing to install. It's not a difficult thing to uninstall. Oh, great. Let's fix that. Okay. Oh, which way? Towards the river. Which way's the river? There it is. I wish I could get trees further out in the distance. So these would mostly be deciduous trees. Certainly in the neighborhoods it would. Deciduous. And what happens if I go over there? Sometimes FS 2020 stuff needs color correcting. Well, it looks good. I want to go up higher. The trouble is, at some point they fade out because you're up high. So if you were up around 7,000 or 8,000, yeah, you can see it. They just start to fade out right there. But they're here. They blend well at high altitude too, which is important. Because a fair amount of us go, 7, 8, 10,000, 20, 30,000. That, at 20, at probably above 10,000, you won't see them at all. But, yeah. Okay. This product I think is around 21 bucks US. Um, it'll be more interesting probably, and if I do another a different review and I'm not just meandering talking like I am now, I'll take the time to load up at least the fall, right? That's what we really want to see. But maybe the spring too. It only takes a moment. Copy a folder, you're all done. Um, and like I said, wouldn't it be great if he had something that swapped him out and made the colors change? Of course, he doesn't know what season you're going to start your sim in, does he? But you could still write a script because you'd probably know that. Most of us fly live, right? Most of us fly live. Whatever the season is, it is. I look forward to seeing what kind of updates he does. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. This is the kind of scrub you see along the coast. You know, the wind blows it, and I guess the shorter trees win, and you typically see this kind of thing. My CPU is getting hammered at the moment, but then I've cranked my settings up to unbelievable settings right now. I'm gonna have to bring them back down. That's nice. Okay, I think that's good enough. That's a start, and then I'll see if I can figure out a way to make a more organized review of this stuff. Try it out. See if I do get any frame rate hit. Right now I'm getting hammered. But like I said, I cranked everything up so high, I'm not surprised. You know, after another week or two of flying with it, then I'll know more. Alright. Be all are well.